Hello everyone, welcome to ZyNerd NEET UG channel. In this video, we are going to look at the complete information regarding Kerala UG Medical Counselling for 2023. So let's get started. So the first is the seats that come under Kerala UG Medical Counselling. So the seats is 85% of seats in government medical colleges, 100% of seats in private non-minority medical colleges and 100% of seats in minority private medical colleges. Next is the academic eligibility for MBBS and BDS courses. So the first thing is the candidate should have passed in physics, chemistry, biology or biotechnology and English. So these four subjects they should have passed in. Next is for general category. In physics, chemistry, biology and biotechnology put together they should have gotten 50% of marks. Okay. And for SC, ST, SCBC and OEC candidates, they should have got 40% marks in physics, chemistry, biology or biotechnology put together. And same thing for PWD candidates, it is 45%. Okay. So next is NEET rank eligibility. So everybody would have gotten a NEET rank. So according to the NEET rank percentile, there is eligibility. So the NEET rank percentile eligibility is for general category, it is till 50th percentile. For SC, ST, SCBC and OEC candidates, it is 40th percentile. And for PWD candidates, it is 45th percentile. Next, we go to reservation. So for reservation in government colleges, there is a special type of reservation. So that's what we are going to look at for government colleges. So first is there is state merit. So state merit is, this is not any communal reservation. This is completely based on merit. So in state merit, candidates have 50% reservation, and for EWS there is 10% reservation. And the third is SCBC candidates. So SCBC candidates, the complete is 30%. So SCBC is socially and educationally backward classes. So for SCBC candidates there is a split up. So first is ELAVA EZ. So there is also a short form which is given. Please also note that. So ELAVA candidates, the reservation is 9%. For Muslim candidates, it is 8%. Other backward Hindu classes, it is 3%. For Latin, Catholic and Anglo-Indian, it is 3%. For Divara and related communities, 2%. Viswakarma and related communities, it is 2%. Kusavan and related communities is 1%. Other backward Christians is 1%. And Kudumbi is 1%. So this is SCBC. And for SC and ST tribes, so for SC candidates there is 8% reservation, and ST candidates there is 2% reservation. So all this reservation is for government institutes. So the next type of reservation is for self-financing or private colleges. For private colleges or self-financing colleges, there is Christian minority quota. So this in private colleges there is minority colleges and non-minority colleges. In minority colleges, there is Christian minority quota and Muslim minority quota depending on the type of minority college. And in all private colleges, there is NRI quota. Okay. So in Kerala, there is NRI quota, and inside NRI quota, there is also Christian minority NRI and Muslim minority NRI. So these two split is there. And please note that all the reservation in Kerala is only for Kerala origin candidates. Other state candidates will not be able to avail the reservation. So there is a specific reservation for two colleges which is mentioned here. One is Medical College Palakkad and Medical College Kollam. So for in Palakkad there is a scheduled caste, there is 70% reservation. So you can look at the complete reservation which is given here. And in Government Medical College Kollam, which is actually a ESIC college. So in Government Medical College Kollam, there is state quota 50% and ESIC insured persons quota there is 35% and All India quota there is 15%. Since these two are government colleges, All India quota is 15%. Next, there is reservation for nominees. Okay, so reservation for nominees is applicable only in government colleges. So first we look at Union Territory of Andaman and Nicobar. So Andaman and Nicobar candidates who are origin of Andaman and Nicobar, they'll have one government medical college seat which is reserved for them, and Lakshadweep also one MBBS seat is reserved for them, and Jammu and Kashmir candidates have one seat. Next, we go to reservation for PWD candidates. For PWD candidates, we all know that there is 5% of seats in government colleges. So this is a general reservation which is applicable in all the states. So there is 5% of seats which is reserved for government colleges. So in Kerala there is a state medical board. So the state medical board will conduct the medical assessment and they will give the PWD certificate. So the candidate should have a minimum of 40% disability. If there is no 40% disability, then the candidate will not be able to get the PWD certificate. Please note that no document or certificate is needed to be uploaded during the online application form filling. Okay. Next, we go to special reservation in government colleges. So in government colleges, there is special reservation. In special reservation, let's look at what all categories are there. So first is ex-serviceman quota. So also there is different short forms which are given here. These short forms will be useful when you are looking at the ZyNerd portal. Okay. So in ZyNerd portal, if you click on category, all these short forms will be given. So you'll have to take a look at this. In ex-serviceman quota, there is 6 MBBS seats and 1 BDS seat. In defense skilled in action, 5 MBBS seats are there and 1 BDS seat is there. In serving defense quota, this is for candidates who are currently serving, 2 MBBS seat and 1 BDS seat. There is also Jew community, 1 MBBS seat and 1 BDS seat is allotted. And holders of degree of Ayurveda. So candidates who completed Ayurveda degree, they have 7 MBBS seats reserved for them, and candidates who have completed their degree in homeopathy, they have 4 MBBS seats which are reserved for them. And for nurses, so candidates who are working as nurses or they have completed their nursing degree, they also have 1 MBBS seat which is reserved for them. Then we come to sports quota. In sports quota, there are 2 types. One is individual event and then there is team event. So for individual event, 4 MBBS seats and 1 BDS seat is reserved. For sports quota team event, 3 MBBS seat and 1 BDS seat is reserved. For NCC quota, 2 MBBS seat and 2 BDS seats are reserved. So this is the special reservation and this is only applicable in government colleges. Okay. Now we are going to look at the eligibility for the seats. Okay. So in eligibility of the seats, we are going to look at the different types of nativity and the categories. So the first is Kerala category. Under Kerala category, there are 2 types of eligibility that is mentioned. First is the candidate should be of Kerala origin. So candidates who are of Kerala origin, they will automatically come under Kerala category. So these kind of candidates are eligible for all the seats and also for all the reservation. So the second type is children of All India Service Officer who come under Kerala cadre. So in this type of eligibility, these candidates are also eligible for all the seats, but they do not have any reservation or fee concession benefits. The second type or category is non-Keralite category 1. So in non-Keralite category 1, there are 3 types of eligibility that are mentioned. The first is children of non-Keralite parents who belong to a government of India or defense service and they are posted to Kerala. Okay, and these candidates should have gone qualifying course in Kerala. That means they should have finished their 12th standard in Kerala. That is type number 1. And the second type is the candidate is resident of Kerala for at least 5 years in their 12 years of study. In the 12 years of study, they should have been a resident of Kerala for 5 years. This is the second type of eligibility. The third type of eligibility is the candidate should have undergone school studies in Kerala from 8th standard to 12th standard. Okay, this is the third type of eligibility. So for these 3 types of eligibility, let's look at what seats they are eligible for. So non-Keralite category 1 candidates will be considered against state merit seats. Okay, they'll be considered against state merit seats, but they will not be eligible for any communal reservation or any fee concession benefits. Next, we'll go to non-Keralite category 2 candidates. So these are candidates who are from outside of Kerala and they want to enroll in Kerala for MBBS or BDS. So these candidates do not come under Keralite category or non-Keralite 1 category. these candidates come under NK2 category. So in NK2 category, the candidates will not be eligible for any government seats. So government seats they will not be eligible for, but in private colleges they will be eligible for 15% of the seats. And like the previous category, these candidates will not be eligible for any type of reservation or fee concession benefits. Next, we'll go to the certificates that prove the nativity. So in the three categories, we'll look at what certificates are required. So for Kerala category, the first type is secondary school leaving certificate of the candidate showing birth of place in Kerala. So secondary school leaving certificate is 10th standard certificate. So in 10th standard certificate, if there is a birthplace of Kerala, then that certificate will be accepted. The second type of certificate is one of the parents' school leaving certificate showing birth of place in Kerala with a certificate for relationship proof between parent and the candidate. So if your parent if your parent is born in Kerala, then you can show their 10th standard certificate saying that they are born in Kerala, and you have to produce a certificate to show that the parent and the candidate are related. Okay, so this can be proven by either a passport or any other certificate which has the parent's name and the candidate's name in the same certificate. The third type of certificate is candidate's Indian passport showing birthplace in Kerala. So candidates passport showing birthplace in Kerala, or one of their parents passport showing birthplace in Kerala, and they also have to produce a certificate showing the relationship proof between the parent and the candidate. So the fourth type is candidate's birth certificate. So if you have a birth certificate and in the birth certificate it's given that you are born in Kerala, then that can be produced, or you can use your parents' birth certificate which shows that they are born in Kerala, and you need to produce one more additional certificate to show that the parent and the candidate are related. So whenever you are using your parent certificate or proof, then you need to produce an additional certificate which shows that the parent and candidate are related. So the fifth certificate is a certificate from village officer or Tahsildar to show that the candidate or his or her parent was born in Kerala. So you can directly go to a village officer or Tahsildar and get a certificate from them to show that you or your parent was born in Kerala. Okay, so any of these certificates are you can produce any of the certificate to show that you are a Keralite. So the last certificate is a certificate showing that the parent of the candidate is an all India service officer. So this is the second type of eligibility that we saw. This is for children of all India service officers. They have to produce a certificate showing that the parent of the candidate is an all India officer allotted to the Kerala cadre. Okay, so the format is given in the annexure, which is given in the annexure 35. You can look at it. And next we'll go to non-Keralite category 1 candidates. So let's look at what document they have to produce. So non-Keralite category 1 candidates, a certificate from the head of the organization where the candidate's parent is serving. So for non-Keralite category 1, we saw that they have to be a government of India or a defense personnel who is posted to Kerala. Okay, so they have to get a certificate from their head of organization showing that the candidate's parent is serving there or served there. Okay, and next condition for that is the candidate should have finished their 12th in Kerala. So they also have to produce a certificate showing that they have completed their 11th and 12th studies in Kerala, and the format is given in the annexure. You can take a look at it. This is one type of certificate. So, or you can produce a certificate of residence in Kerala. So we said that 5 years of residence is needed to be there for the NK1 category. So to prove that you have been a resident of Kerala for 5 years, you have to produce a certificate. And the certificate format is given in the annexure. The third type is the candidate has to prove that they have completed their 8th standard to 12th standard in Kerala. Okay, so that certificate also needs to be produced. That also the format is given in the annexure. And last we come to non-Keralite category 2 candidates. So non-Keralite category 2 candidates should upload their certification of completion of qualifying examination, which is the 12th standard. They have to produce that a certificate showing that they have completed their 12th standard examination. This is a different certificate, which is the format is given in the annexure. Candidates can look at the format and they can get it filled out, and few signature from the principal of the school will be needed, and maybe their seal will also be needed. So take a look at the annexure. The format is given, that can be used, or the candidate, if they have a passport, then they can use the passport to prove that they are a citizen of India. So these documents will need to be uploaded into the application form. So next we look at NRI eligibility. So for NRI candidates, who is eligible for NRI as an NRI candidate? So let's look at it. Applicant who is dependent on his or her father. So either father, mother, brother, they should be the candidate should be dependent on them, and they should be working abroad. Okay, so this is one of the eligibility. So the second type is husband or wife. So their spouse, if they are working in abroad, then the candidate is eligible, or brothers and sisters of father or mother. So basically that is uncle or aunt from the father side or mother side, they will be eligible. And inclusive, it says inclusive of first cousins. So if you have uncle or aunt on your father side or mother side, their son or daughter will also be eligible to provide support for NRI. Next, half brother or half sister or adopted father or adopted mother working abroad is eligible to apply under NRI quota. So if you satisfy one of these conditions, then you can apply as a NRI candidate. Okay, so next we look at what documents are required. Passport copy and visa attested by the embassy or consulate authorities. Other is a green card or OCA card of the respective sponsors. So if you have a sponsor, they need to produce these documents, and it needs to be attested by the embassy or consulate. The job of a sponsor should be mentioned in any of the above documents. So the documents that you produce, what job the sponsor is doing, that will also need to be mentioned. A visa of the sponsor should be valid till the closing date of admission in respect of medical and medical allied courses. So the sponsor is there, right? So they'll have a visa. The visa should be valid till the closing date of the admissions. Okay, so that is another point. Third point is, in case the employment of the sponsor is not mentioned in the above documents, the candidate should produce a employment certificate of the sponsor attested by the embassy or consulate. So the sponsor has to go to the embassy or consulate, and they have to get an employment certificate, and they have to produce it to be applicable for the NRI quota. Last is the certificate establishing, clearly establishing the relationship of the sponsor with the candidate shall be obtained from the revenue authority. So if the candidate is the uncle or aunt of the candidate, then they have to get a certificate from the embassy to show that this is the relationship between the sponsor and the candidate. Okay, so if a mother or father is sponsoring for the candidate, then they can also use their 10th certificate or 12th certificate if their parents' name is mentioned. That is one additional point. So next we look at the application form filling for Kerala medical admission and counseling. The website for this is ceekerala.gov, and the steps for filling the application is, first you will have to, first you can go to the CEE Kerala website, and you can register in the website, and you will be created a application number, and you'll be creating a password. Okay, so the password will have a particular type, maybe a capital number will be, capital letter will be needed, a number will be required, a symbol will be required. So the password will have a specific type. So create a password accordingly. Once you register and you go to the next page, you will be asked to fill the basic information. So all the basic information, your name, your category, how much marks you got, all the basic information have to be filled out, and you can save and finalize to complete the process. then you will have to pay the application fee to proceed to the next step, and you will also have to upload your photo, signature, and all the documents regarding your reservation and your fee. In case of fee concession, you can upload all these documents. So once you do all this, you can finish the application form, and finally application confirmation page will be generated. So take a printout of this application confirmation page. Take few printouts of it, 3 or 4 printouts of it, and keep it for future reference. Okay. And next is we look at the application fee. So when you're doing the payment, so this is the application fee. For MBBS or BDS courses, for general category, it is 500 rupees. For SC category, it is 200. And for ST category, there is no application fee required. So next we'll go to the documents that are required during the uploading time and also for during the admission time. Okay. So the first document is proof of nativity. So proof of nativity is nothing but what we saw in Kerala category, non-Kerala category 1, non-Kerala category 2. So one of those documents have to be produced, and this is mandatory. So this needs to be uploaded as PDF, and also during admission it needs to be produced. SSLC or equivalent certificate, this is mandatory. Date of birth certificate. If date of birth is not mentioned in your SSLC certificate, your 10th certificate, then you need to produce a birth certificate separately. This is also mandatory. Non-creamy layer certificate from village officer. So in Kerala, non-creamy layer certificate is supposed to be taken from the village officer. This is for candidates of SEBC and OEC candidates. Fifth is community certificate. So community certificate has to be taken from the Tahsildar. This is for SC and ST candidates. Sixth is certificate proof for special reservation. So we saw a different special reservation, which is ex-servicemen serving defense quota, if they're Jew community. So all these, for all these ex-service, for all these special reservation, a certificate proof needs to be uploaded. So detailed information regarding the what certificate is needed for special reservation is given in the prospectus. You can take a look at it. And the seventh is intercaste marriage certificate from the Tahsildar. So if the candidate's parents have done intercaste marriage, then intercaste marriage certificate has to be taken from the Tahsildar. So this will be useful for getting reservation and fee concession benefits. Eighth is mark list of BSc and higher secondary examination. So candidates who are applying as BSc, so candidates who have completed their BSc exam and they're applying for MBBS or BDS. So those candidates will have to produce all their mark list from the BSc degree, and candidates who have finished their 12th standard and they are applying, they also have to produce their mark sheet. So this needs to be uploaded as PDF and also during produced during the admission. Okay. And the ninth is documents of minority reservation. So if you are a candidate with minority reservation, if you are a Christian or Muslim, then you will have to produce a minority certificate. This has to be taken from the government of Kerala. So this minority certificate, if it is applicable for you, that will also be needed to be uploaded, and the original needs to be produced during admission. Next is EWS certificate from village officer. If you want to take reservation as a part of EWS, then you will have to produce this EWS certificate from the village officer. 11th is, so this certificates will have to be produced during the time of admission. So TC from the institution last attended. So for your 12th TC has to be produced, and also the conduct certificate. 12th is eligibility certificate for candidates who have not passed higher secondary examination in Kerala. So if you are a candidate who didn't complete higher secondary examination in Kerala, or if you didn't study in CBSE or CISCC syllabus, then you will have to get a eligibility certificate from Kerala, from a Kerala university. Next is migration certificate if applicable. 4th is physical fitness certificate has to be produced. 15th is receipt of fee remitted. So the fee that you have remitted during the application form filling, that needs to be produced. 16th is admit card of NEET UG 2023. So the admit card that that you got before the NEET exam has to be produced as original during the time of admission. 17th is allotment memo issued by the CE. So in the CE website, once your allotment comes in, you will receive a allotment memo that needs to be taken printout and produced during the time of admission. So here there is I've given information regarding OEC candidates who can get seats which are unavailed by SC/ST candidates. Okay, so this is the information is given here. You can go through it. This is for OEC candidates. Next is for fee concession of OEC candidates. So the fee concession is a possibility for OEC candidates, and you need to produce the necessary documents that are given here. Next is fee concession of candidates of communities listed in Annexure 10A. So you can go through the Annexure 10A. If your caste is mentioned in the Annexure 10A, then you're also eligible for the fee concession benefits, and the documents that are given here needs to be uploaded. Finally, there is fee concession and scholarship benefits. This is for candidates who have an annual income below up to 6 lakh. So candidates who have an annual income up to 6 lakh, then those candidates will be eligible for this fee concession. The format is given in the annexure. You can take a look at it. So for getting this fee concession, the candidates will have to produce a income certificate from the village officer. Okay, so from the village officer, the income certificate can be obtained, and you can apply for fee concession. Now we'll look at the round-wise rules for the Kerala counselling. So in the first round, we'll look at if the counselling is happening online or not. Okay, so the first round happens online. Is fresh registration possible? Yes, in first round, fresh registration is possible. And for next we'll look at choice filling, if it is fresh or using a previous choice. So since it's the first round, fresh option filling is possible. Next we look at allotted and did not join. So what happens if you are allotted a seat and you do not join the seat? Okay, so in the first round, if the candidate does not join or resign the round 1 seat, then the candidate will not be eligible for round 2. Okay, so this is the situation if you are allotted and did not join. Next is upgradation from this round possible? Yes, the upgradation from round 1 to round 2 is possible. After joining the round, is resignation possible? Yes, resignation is possible in round 1, but if you resign the round 1 seat, you will not be eligible for round 2. Okay, and resignation is possible on or before the time which is notified by the CEE. Okay, so this is for round 1. Next we'll go to round 2. So round 2 happens online. In round 2, fresh registration is not possible. What about choice filling? Is it fresh or previous? So in round 2, no fresh option filling is possible. Okay, in round 2 you won't have the option to fill fresh choices. Only option confirmation followed by rearrangement or deletion of unwanted option is possible. So what that means is, in round 2, you won't be able to add extra colleges to your options, but you will be able to rearrange the options or delete the options. Okay, but there is something which happens in round 2, which is, let's say you are allotted the 5th college in your choice list. What happens is, only colleges that are above this 5th choice will show up for rearrangement or deletion. Okay, so the choices that you have filled after the 5th choice will not show up in the portal. So when you're filling the choices for the first round, you will have to fill it really carefully. Okay, so in second round, there is the option to rearrange the options, and there is option to delete unwanted options. Okay, so there is a point which I've given at the bottom. If a candidate is satisfied with the allotment received in the round 1 and do not want to be considered against the remaining options, he or she will have to cancel all the remaining options followed by option confirmation. Okay, so if you have received a allotment in round 1 and you want to keep that college, okay, you don't want to upgrade from that college, then what you'll have to do is during round 2 you will have to log into the portal and you will have to delete all other options which are given in the portal. Okay, so only when you delete all the other options you will be able to keep the seat that you are allotted in the round 1. That is what it means. So second is rearrangement of options. So if you have given 5 options and you want to rearrange it, change the order of the options, then that is also possible in the round 2. Okay, so round 2 choice filling, please note that there is no fresh choice filling, only deleting the option is possible and also rearrangement of the option is possible. Okay, next in round 2, if you're allotted a seat and you do not join the seat, what happens? In round 2, if you are allotted a seat and you do not join, you will still be eligible for the mop-up round. Okay, is upgradation possible in this round? So in round 2 upgradation is not possible. Okay, so from round 2 to round 3 upgradation is not possible. After joining in the round 2 seat, is resignation possible, or with if so, within how many days? So candidates can exit the seat they received through round 2 within the time notified by CEE. Okay, so CEE will give a time saying within this date you will have to resign the seat. If you don't resign it within that time, then the CEE will take it that you have been admitted into that seat. Okay, so candidates exit is possible, but you will have to resign the seat within the time notified by CEE. Next is mop-up round. So for mop-up round, the counseling happens online. Fresh registration is possible in mop-up round. Fresh choice filling is possible in mop-up round. Okay, so mop-up round, fresh choice filling is possible. Then if you're allotted a seat in mop-up round and you do not join, what happens? So the registration fee will be forfeited. So in mop-up round, if you're allotted a seat and you do not join it, your registration fee that you pay will be forfeited and you will not be considered for further allotment. Upgradation from this round to next round possible after seat joining? No. So if you're joining a seat in mop-up round, upgradation to stray round is not possible. So if you have already joined a seat in mop-up round, will you be able to resign the seat? You will be able to resign the seat, but the registration fee will be forfeited. Please note that. Next we'll go to stray round. Okay, so stray round happens offline. It happens in a institute level. Okay, so you don't have to fill out any online form. Fresh registration is not possible. The options that you have registered for the mop-up round will be used for the stray round. In stay round, allotted and did not join, this is not applicable for the stay round. Upgradation from this round to next round is possible. No, it's not possible because this is the last round, right? And resignation is also not possible in the stay round. If you join a seat, then you won't be able to resign the seat. So this is the round-wise rules. Next is seat conversion. Okay, so the seat conversion for unallotted seats in for minority and NRI seats will be carried out during the mop-up round. So during the mop-up round, it's not before the mop-up round, during the mop-up round, if there are seats empty of NRI seats and minority seats, this will be a conversion will happen. The conversion will happen only after all the eligible candidates have been exhausted. So if you're an eligible candidate who is taking part in the mop round, don't worry, you will be able to get that seat. So once all the eligible candidates are exhausted, then only the seat conversion happens. So NRI minority seat will be converted to NRI open, okay, and NRI open seat will be converted to state merit seats, and minority seats will be converted to state merit seats as well, okay. So in Kerala there is a discontinuation penalty. So if you join the seat in MBBS or BDS, there is a discontinuation penalty. For MBBS, the discontinuation penalty is 10 lakh, and for BDS it is 5 lakh. This is for candidates who have joined the seat and they do not resign the seat within the time allotted by the CEE. They'll be considered as admitted candidates. This is after the mop-up round. So these candidates, if they do not resign the seat within the time given, then they'll be considered as admitted to the course. So these candidates will have to pay a discontinuation penalty whenever they leave the course. So this concludes the Kerala UG medical counselling information. If you have any queries regarding this, please drop a comment below. We will answer all your queries. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you in our future videos. Bye.